Innovative sellers are converting 70% of ghosted prospects by using these 2 follow-up techniques that I am going to teach you in today's episode of Innovative Seller. The data from thousands of sales interactions, this is just wild to me, right? Shows that prospects aren't ghosting because they aren't interested. 62%, I want you to think about this, 62% are ghosting because of internal factors. This is crazy to me, right? They're overwhelmed. They've got a million priorities. They think what you're doing is cool or interesting, but then they look at their day-to-day and they go, are you going to handle this? Are you going to handle this? And so, they're just like, I don't want to say no because I still kind of like you. And so they keep you kind of, stringing along there. A lot of you might know what that's like in your personal life as well, too. The other could be timing issues, right? That there's like, look, timing, it's like, well, maybe timing's off. They've got another big project on their plate, etc. It could be like, they're embarrassed. They don't know how to get this thing done. They're like, I've never worked with operations. Like, I never have worked with Stacy, or like Stacy's kind of a B, and like, I don't want to have to deal with her. Right. And then I think the last, but certainly not least reason why people ghost or feel like they get ghosted is they don't want to tell you the bad news. They are like, I'm sorry, Jake seems like a nice guy, but it's not you, it's me as a part of that. And so I think for a lot of you out there that are trying to figure out, how do I get people to engage my ghosts as they go away and they fly away and they don't want to come back? What are some things that I can do to get people to actually re-engage post-ghost, right? And that's really the key, is like, really in sales, what do we want to do? We want to drive people to yes or to no. It's the maybes that kill your deals, right? I know that. I'm like, and I manage, my frontline teams. It's like, guys, look, I want you to have a maybe pile this big, a no pile this big, and a yes pile this big. Not a maybe pile this big and a no pile this big, right? So when you have all these deals out there, these people that they're nervous, they've got these roadblocks, the timing's not right, and you're sitting there, you're with your leader, and you're like, oh yeah, no. I had this conversation. They were really excited. So I'm going to give you 2 really quick ways, as I mentioned before. And with this technique I'm going to tell you right now, sales reps are seeing a 5x increase in the amount of people following back up with this 91-word message. That's right. I've got a 91-word message that when you deliver it correctly, you are going to get literally almost everybody to at least respond. So I'm going to break it down for you into 3 key, like we'll call it like elements or areas. The first is pattern interrupt psychology. Most of you, okay, are checking in, touching base, and catching up. Hey, I wanted to touch base. Hey, how are things going, Susan? Guys, that's not it. You need to instead pattern disrupt here. Okay, so what I have here, and I'm going to read it to you. This is literally verbatim of how this starts out. I really enjoyed the conversation, and apologies on the delay in following up, as I was out of office for the last few days. Okay, that's my first 24 words. Why do I say it this way? It's a pattern disrupt. It's like, hey, by the way, I know you feel guilty about not following up. Hey, don't worry, I've been busy too. You're showing worth in yourself. You're showing like, look, I have priorities as well too. I'm not sitting around waiting, even though I know dang well that I emailed you last week and you didn't respond. You're making it okay for them to respond. A lot of people, again, like they don't want to say no. They're scared. So I'm saying, oh, no, it's not your fault for following up. It's my fault. And so that's step 1 to this, is pattern disrupt. So next is how we add value, the value bridge. And so here it is. This is 46 words, all right? So when I talk to other job titles I work with, they had a very similar checklist and to what you have right now. But they had finally had enough of the workarounds that were killing their productivity. And so it would be great to support you if this is still a priority. Okay, what did I just do there? Hey, look, I'm in the know. I talk to other job titles. I know what's going on. I understand, like, sometimes timing's off, etc. And these people just got sick of it. And they finally got sick of it. And so then the question you're putting in Anne's mind is, man, am I finally sick of this too? Right? So hey, it's okay. Don't worry. I was out of office. And like, is this a priority? Now, the last little piece here, my last 21 words is the key. It's a little bit of pressure, okay? Which says, I've soft slated us to go live on insert date about 2 weeks later. All good if priorities have shifted, and appreciate the follow-up. Okay, what you're doing now, and then the other thing that I'll do here, here's a pro tip for you on top of this. CC in your customer success rep. I mean, shoot, you could CC in another sales rep. Who knows? But when you do that, you start getting more people involved. All of a sudden, they're like, I need to say no, or I need to say, hey, Jake, sorry, I've been busy. Yes, let's pick up the conversation. So that's a big part of this, right? So that's 91 words right there. Pattern disrupt up front. I've been busy. I was out of office. Apologies on the delay. Then number 2, hey, I know what you're going through, and if you finally had enough, let's understand if this is a priority. And then number 3, hey, I've already got the wheels in motion, so if you're not ready, you need to tell me now to stop. That's it, my friends. You use that message and flavor of message, you are going to see your response rate on ghosted prospects absolutely just jump to like levels that a lot of people when they implement this are like, holy crap, this almost never happens. The next technique I'm going to give you is most sales teams only send this via email, right? But I'm going to give you a 3-channel specific strategy to make sure that you get that next meeting booked or you get your no. Again, a no is fine. It's not a no for forever. It's a no for now. Okay, number 1 is video. Send the exact same message with a personalized video. That is the A++. You know, again, when they see like your puppy dog face, like, hey, look, I followed up. You're confident up front. Look, just let me know. And I think that there's a fit here, blah, blah, blah. You can use my 91s or a version of that script. And then you say, here's what I think we should do going forward. Shoot me a quick response. When they see the video, they see that email, you've got them in your palm of your hand, right? Next, LinkedIn voicemail. For those of you who don't know, if you make sure, one, you should have already first degree connected with this person. If you didn't, do that now. Then there's you go to the mobile app, and we'll show it on the screen here, and you look at the one-to-one message. You'll see there's a little plus button and a little microphone. So you hit the microphone, and I can record a personalized voice note. So I send you the email, and then I say, oh, hey, I remember we interacted on LinkedIn prior, so I thought I would ping you here as well. Again, apologies on being out of the office for a few days there and not kind of re-engaging. And then you just do an abbreviated version of that 90-word. LinkedIn voicemail as a part of it. Last, but absolutely certain, not least, have your manager send the email with you in CC. Jake's been out of office and asked me to follow up on his behalf. I had you all soft slated to go live here. I know he's been talking about the potential partnership, so excited to see what we can do to make it move forward. My friends, if you deploy those strategies, you're like the Ghostbusters, right? You're like, Bill Murray or Dan Aykroyd or what was her name? The woman in the new one. I can't remember. Paul Rudd, I know, is in one of them as well too. This is how you become a Ghostbuster, my friends. If you do these techniques, I promise you, your ghosting rate and the amount of people, like you are going to have a ghost rate 2 to 3x lower than any one of your peers near you. So that's what I got for you guys. If you are not doing these things, you are chasing bad deals. If your sales team does not watch this and quickly implement it, it will literally change your entire ghosted game in one day. It takes one day of trying this, and then I want to see the comments below of Jake, I tried this and it worked. So make sure if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, share these insights with your colleagues, etc. I promise this stuff works. Comment and let me know. Come back once you actually put it into action. So that's what I got, everybody. Episode number 23 of The Innovative Seller. I hope this quick hitter helped you out. I hope it was super, super tactical. Like, subscribe, do all the usual YouTube things, and we'll see you on the next one.